Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the NL East, the Miami Marlins picked up 14 hits in total as they bested the visiting Nats 11-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Philadelphia Phillies launched 3 home runs as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-0. The Atlanta Braves Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals got the best of the visiting Mets 4-3. The Milwaukee Brewers got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-2.
This evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's the home opener of this new season between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. Matt Vasgersian here with you. It's been a long off season, a lot of changes, but these folks here tonight are ready to get their first real look at their guys here this year. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next.
Let's go, baby! Yeah.
Max Breed gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind, and that's it.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. Line drive to left. Ozuna is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Coming to the plate now, Corey Dickerson trying to pick up that first run in this one. Leadoff man at third with one away. He's set, and the pitch to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
That really good team at that right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat, ball 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Roll. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
And Markakis will make the catch, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. So striding forward now, Nick Markakis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Nick.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now.
And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in,
That is
kept his hands inside
That's
the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Back up the middle. 1 there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Isan Diaz is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now playing shortstop.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Swanson stands at first with 1 out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. And he fouls this one off. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speed.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Braves strand 1. It remains 1-0. So here's Matt Kemp now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First delivery to him on the way.
Dang!
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Ryan Anderson.
Striding into the box, Ryan Anderson. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Kemp rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
To the plate now, John Birdie, as he drives a liner to right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
In now, Caleb Smith, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
2-1 after the foul ball there. From the belt, the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Swing and a looper to left. Ozuna will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. So runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And it's fouled away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Leading up for the
Here's Marcell Ozuna, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
And a high strike there. 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. VR is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 7.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culberson. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in, Isan Diaz, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First offering on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up, throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Corey Dickerson goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First pitch coming, here it is. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Slow roller out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Miami down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. At the plate, Austin Riley. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercise as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. To Aguilar for the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. You got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Nick Markakis stands in as he looks at a called strike. On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Infielders are talking the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Dansby Swanson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Dickerson. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One left for Atlanta. Still down 3-0. New inning set to get underway. Riding in once again, Matt Kemp. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Acuna is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out.
Now batting.
So one away here with the bases empty. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins.
So coming to the plate, Brian Anderson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interesting to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Acuna is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning.
Freddie Freeman.
Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
This is to right field and deep for Freeman. Kemp looking up. Solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Bravos are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Acuna digs in now.
Number 13.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Popped up, and the first baseman can't get there. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Kemp. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And Kemp's throw comes in too late. He's in there third.
Now batting, catcher.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
A ball and a strike now. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly. And the tag gets him. But they cut the deficit to 1 as a run does come across to score.
Second baseman.
2 gone now in the Braves half of the 4th. And that'll bring in the Georgia native, Charlie Culberson. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. And that misses. 2-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on standing in. John Birdie. He's in to get things. Going here in inning number 5.
Second base.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh!
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Oh, you painting corners? This motherfucking painting corners.
Misses, ball 2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Check.
Now here's
That's
the
a
check
walk.
swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, the pitcher.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
From the belt, the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
From the belt, the pitch. Fastball. Ball misses
All
inside.
right.
It's even at 1.
Pitch something, motherfucker. Motherfucker's in caught up.
1-1 home.
Oh, I thought they was gonna give him that.
Now a throw over to first. Back in standing.
Come on.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. swinging a
Got him!
liner. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
You know, sometimes, Dero, it's a war when you're a pitcher and a bad hitting pitcher. The war is the war to try to hope that he actually hits your bat. And I think he won that war, Dero. That wasn't a very pretty swing, but it produced a base hit.
So what you're saying is you were in full warlike mode in Dodger Stadium back in the day.
Ooh, I should have swung it there.
Sure was John Cummings on the
I seen the
mound.
bottom
He did
falling
me a
out of there.
favor, threw me a heater about 92 with cut on it. Right off the barrel line drive between third and short. My one and only base hit. And I didn't even have a bat. I had to use another bat from a teammate of mine with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Get the fuck out of here.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right?
He's done.
One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
And he lost him here on 3-2.
He is done.
Misses, it's ball 4.
Pull him,
I think he
coach.
was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news,
Pull
the
him.
single probably drives in a couple of runs.
On his way out to the
Yeah,
mound,
you got to
the
get him
Atlanta
out.
skipper. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here.
I
That'll do
feel
it
sorry for the
starter
poor guy
tonight.
coming up.
So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start.
Watch
That's
this
for sure.
motherfucker beings.
Sean Newcomb is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded,
15.
nobody out.
John Newcomb.
Isan Diaz will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch coming, here it is. High and deep to straightaway.
Damn!
Marquez looks up. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Don't throw that bullshit. Don't throw that bullshit.
Jamal on the grand slam. Home run
Do
number
not
3 here
throw
in the early
that.
going, and the lead is now 7-2.
And it's almost unfair. He inherited this mess from the previous pitcher, but he definitely didn't help the situation. They hoped he could save the day and put out the fire, but instead he threw some gasoline on it.
Shit. Ooh.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Corey Dickerson. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and a strike.
Looked like he
I
was
gotta
going to
fuck
wait
with
him
my
out, see if
couch,
he was
man.
going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Jesus Aguilar comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Newcomb features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Hit on the ground toward the left. Swanson brings it in. And the throw goes right over the head of Freeman at first. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
The right fielder, Matt Kemp.
Standing in now, Matt Kemp. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2
Now you ain't got no home runs yet. Throw that bitch down the middle. See what I do with it.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over somewhere.
But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Ready for another shot now, Jorge Alfaro. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 4 runs here in this half inning. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But a big inning for the Marlins as they get 4 courtesy of the grand slam. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 7 and the Braves 2. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you get it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Nick.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. First pitch on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 5. It's 7-2.
All right, no
Back
fucking
now
comeback
for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited their low chase rate, or percentage of swings that are on pitches outside of the strike zone, as one reason for their success so far in this game. That number is under 20% right now. So up and down the lineup, they're doing a great job of picking on pitches they're more likely to do damage with.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Shane Green is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. First pitch of the at-bat. Brian Anderson is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Everything this guy throws moves. And that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
I had to swing at that bullshit. Hold up.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead of the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
John Birdie started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. And I'm not sure.
Whoa. Get a little jumpy now.
Swing. It's 0-2 now.
I thought he was going to throw that same shit.
Back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back.
Pinch hitting for the Marlins.
Shit, I ain't put nobody up.
7, Matt Joyce.
Strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
God damn it!
Contact there, but it's well foul. 7 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Where that power swing at? Throw me some bitch. I'll put this fucking game away.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
Nope. Check. That's a check. That's a check.
We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3.
Let's get that lead. Yeah, get that lead.
1 pitch.
Nah, come on. I ain't swinging at that.
First, lots of possible outcomes on this
All right,
pitch.
just put something in the gap.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Swing and a
Fuck!
miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. They're on top 7-2. Ryan Cook will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 46, Ryan Cook.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Birdie is there, and there's one away.
Now batting.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
That last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
0-1, here it comes. A bouncer to the left side.
Run. Hustle, hustle.
Come
on.
And play as he reaches first base safely.
The left fielder.
Can't be an all-star playing like that.
Marcell Ozuna.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
Ooh,
he'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Strand 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. The set for the start of the inning. Ready now for the Marlins. Isan Diaz. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And it's fouled away. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Man, you don't see this in today's game.
Damn.
A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter 2-seamer combo.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Fouled off. The next 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last
Shit.
at bat right here. If double play is in order, anything on the ground.
Couldn't help himself.
Defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Down the first base line.
Woo!
And this is right by Freeman down the line. It's a fair ball. And they keep rolling here. They're runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar.
Ah, that hung up
rounds foul.
a little bit longer.
On a 1 for 3 thus far.
Oh, sliders on the first fucking pitch.
Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's the ball.
Leave that shit hanging up.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1 and 2.
Look at his arm. I didn't
Made
look
him
at
look
his arm.
silly with that one.
Yeah, I didn't look at his arm.
Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. Runners are at first and third with none out. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it.
Come on home, baby. Run, run.
Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Woo.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team.
Go through a lot of pitches in the first game in the series.
Blow this thing wide open.
Luke Jackson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he falls behind now.
All right.
2-0.
Look for that shit. Here we go. For them home run balls. Here they come. Fuck.
Great call that time as they caught him thinking fastball. It's 2-1.
Yeah,
that's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Full count. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Up next
ready now,
Marlins,
Jorge Alfaro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
Outside.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
now batting.
Now in the box, Brian Anderson. And their runners at the corners now. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Ball 1, no strike.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
I mean,
That's how you lock down again.
Dan, that's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, John Birdie. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got to hurry. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Marlins lead this one 10-2. Last half of the 7th here. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0. Skied into very shallow right. Catch made out there by Kemp, and there's one gone. Charlie Culberson, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. 1 out, nobody on. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Aguilar has a play, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
So striding in, Austin Riley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fastball well outside. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Now the 2-0 home.
That's ball 3.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Tyler Flowers will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Big swing and a miss in the fastball, and he's behind in the count. Down 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy.
Two out with the man at first. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mark Melanson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 36, Mark Melanson.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Number 2.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. They'll appeal down to third. No swing is the signal from Freddie Ferguson. It's ball 1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And that's in there. Base hit.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Stepping in now, Isan Diaz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Grounded up the first baseline. The next 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall. VR isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And a relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Man, have a game, why don't you? With that RBI double, his 5th run driven into the game, he came to play in this one.
In now, Corey Dickerson. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He's set. Here it comes.
Oh, that's low.
The 1-0. Hard on the ground towards short. Swanson picks it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Gansby.
Gansby Swanson lining up to hit. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. Looked like a 3-2 pitch out of the zone could have got.
For 5. Ready. Number 73.
At the plate, Freddie Freeman. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Boy, right down the middle for strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. All set to start the 9th in this one. Into the box now. Back kill. It was a walk in his last trip, heading out towards shallow right. Culberson is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting. Catcher.
Up next from Miami, Jorge Alfaro. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Into the box, John Birdie, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Birdie.
From the stretch.
That's the ball. Yep. 1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball inside.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit out towards second. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Marcelo Zuna, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
1-1 the count now. This is line to left. Dickerson is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. This one's down to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Now back, second baseman, Charlie.
At the plate now, Charlie Culberson. He swings and grounds it to short. Scooped up to second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
And always go hard in the second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Dude,
2-1 now.
I'm in a baseball game.
From the belt, the pitch. Final strike for the Braves. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Fish jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Caleb Smith takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Max Fried struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Kiss my ass.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 11 runs, 13 hits.
Oh, fuck, you got a pass run on it?
Base. For Atlanta, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.
Oh my
The
God.
ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Truist Park, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
maybe you fucking well, you just clear the fucking computer out completely.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why we say he has to wipe it, respond, like all that stuff. You have to make it.
Ah!
Tristan?